Hey guys, I'm so excited to finally show you my NYC bedroom. It's been a long time coming, I know. It just took me a while to get it fully right. I live here in Manhattan in the Upper East Side, so the space isn't that big, I'm not gonna lie. You'll see now it's quite a small bedroom, so I really just had to think really well about how I was gonna situate everything and my storage ideas and the bed and everything, but now I just love it. The room, it's really bright and airy, especially this time of the day, so there's lots of white in here just to make it kind of open. And then you'll see as well my wardrobe is mirrored, which also gives the illusion of more space. And then my storage ideas are really smart and thought out, so I'll go through all of them with you as well. I've also done other room tours in the apartment just in case you missed them. I have a living room tour, a bathroom tour and a kitchen tour, so I'll leave them all below. And now it's time for the bedroom tour, so let's get started. Okay, so you walk in and I have my dresser here, my shoe wall over here, and then the bed is obviously kind of the main attraction. So let's talk about that first. It's a bed from Raymer and Flanigan, a plain white velvet headboard. I've kept the duvets really simple. They're also plain white, and so are the sheets and the pillowcases. And then I just added some pops of color through the pillows. This one's actually a velvet green, but it's not really showing up on the camera. And then we have a grey, a marble at the back, and then there's a little pink fun tassely one at the front. I just thought bringing a little bit of color in somehow would be nice, so it's always good to do that through the cushions. Then over by the side is this side table and lamp. Hopefully you can see it's extra bright and sunny here today in New York. So basically this is a marble little side table that I got in Target, and the legs were rose gold, but I sprayed them gold because I had this in a different room in my last apartment, but then I wanted the kind of accent to be gold in here, so just sprayed it gold. And then this lamp is also from Raymer and Flanigan. I really like this, and I have a matching one in like our hallway. And then I keep my bedside table pretty simple because I just don't like clutter. This is the book I'm reading at the moment. I have a little plant here, and then I always keep a pen because I'm always like writing in the book whatever I'm reading. So yeah, very, very simple. So that is the bed. And then the curtains and the rail, please ignore these over here. They're the bane of my life. Something to do with the water. I don't know, New York apartments, never perfect. But anyway, we have a gold rail at the top. This was actually silver. I got it in Bed Bath & Beyond, but I spray painted it gold as well. And then I'll try and show you the sides. They're really nice. It's kind of like a silver diamante kind of feel to it. And then the curtains are just really plain. I got these in Century 21, and they have this little tassel-y edge to them. I just like when it's like plain white, really simple, because the room just feels lovely and airy and clean and like zen. Because often my days aren't so zen, so it's nice to have a little space like this to go into at night. Okay, and then the next section I'm going to talk about is my dresser slash storage system I have going on. I have Kaylin helping me film this video, so I'll be able to show you this better. So basically on top I kept it pretty simple, just kind of like some of my favorite things and the things I reach for every day and I need to just grab quickly. So here I have a little mirror for when I'm doing my hair, a little collar here just for decoration, then this really nice watch storage system, and I'll talk about her later a bit more, but Jamie from this company called Hoarderly, she helped me kind of like manage and put a system in place for all my makeup and jewelry storage. So this is one of the pieces that she introduced me to, and I think it's from the Container Store, but I'll link everything below. I have more of them in the drawer that I'll talk about. And then she also got me this cute little simple kind of see-through tray for my perfumes. So I like to see them and they're really pretty, so I think that's a nice kind of decoration. And then for my brushes, I'm just using old candle holders, diptyque candles, which I'm obsessed with, but they're so expensive. So I have to justify another use for the jar part once the candle's finished. So I put my brushes in there, and then I have an actual candle lighting and just some fresh roses. And then I just have one picture in my room, one kind of print. My plan initially was to have lots of different photos on the wall and maybe some more kind of print saying pictures, but to be honest the space is so small and I really didn't want to clutter it, and the longer I lived here I realized I really like the fact that it's kind of bare-ish, the walls. So I just have one picture here. It's not hanging, it's just like leaning up against the wall, and I really like it. I love this saying, the best is yet to come, and it's a good reminder every morning to keep working, and more stuff is on the way. So that is the top of the dresser. Okay, and then the dresser itself, if you followed me for a while, you already have seen that I bought this at IKEA, and I did a bit of DIY to it, and that video actually is my most viewed video ever. I'll link below if you want to see it. What I did really wasn't rocket science. I just got some gold contact paper and I put it in between each of these kind of spaces just to add something extra to it, because really it was just a plain white dresser, and because in this bedroom gold is kind of the accent tone that I went with, I thought it would be nice, and it actually turned out so nice, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, so let's have a look inside. As I said, my friend Jamie from Hoarderly NYC, she's basically a professional organizer which sounds a bit crazy, but it's actually the coolest job, and she does such an amazing job of what she does. But she came over and basically helped me like put a system in place to organize all my makeup, my jewelry, my hair stuff, my skincare. So it's all in here now, and I'll show you how we did it. Okay, so drawer one is all my makeup. Basically, Jamie came over, she looked at what I had, and then she just went out and got me separate little sections for everything. So every kind of category of makeup has its own section. So starting this way, we have foundations, and these all like move as well. So I actually must get things to kind of stick them down to the drawer. She told me to get them, but I haven't yet. Sorry, Jamie, if you're watching, but I will. But for now, it's fine. So these are all the foundations. This is concealers, highlighters, brow, powder. This is eye makeup. These are my lip liners, lipsticks, and glosses. Lip balms back there, and then my mascaras are there. So everything has a place. It's really organized. It makes my life a lot easier in the morning, and I also make sure to put everything back. So really happy with that. On to drawer number 2. So this drawer is for my skincare and my jewelry. These are really handy. They're like stackable jewelry holders. So as you can see, they stack up really nicely because the drawers are quite deep. And then whenever I need a certain section, I just pull them out like this. And see, they all have their own kind of top on it as well. And then it's the same for the ones here. So I think they're like my necklaces, chokers, and they're just so handy to have because they're really tidy, but then also really easy to get out. So I love them. Then next to them are the watches, just like the one that I showed you up here. They are amazing because I have so many loose watches. So they just stack up really tidily as well. And then here is kind of just my rings and a few other random bits. That's the jewelry side. And then over here is the skincare. There's a bag at the back which I kind of just keep spare stuff or like extra stuff, but then these two sections here are what I use on like a daily basis. So I have my serums, my moisturizers, eye cream, deodorant, tan. These are like masks I use kind of on rotation, some sprays, hand cream, and more kind of tan stuff back there. So just really handy. Everything is so organized. It makes my nighttime routine and my morning routine so quick and easy, and they kind of fit in. Obviously I would love a whole drawer for skincare and a whole drawer for jewelry, but I can't be that choosy here in New York, so for now they have to share. But to be honest, it actually works perfect. And again, that's why I like these deep drawers, because you really can fit a lot into them. Okay, now on to the clothes, the wardrobe, the shoes, and all my accessories. First up, my shoe wall. This is the best thing ever. If you have lots of shoes like me, too many shoes, this is so good because it doesn't take up that much space. It looks pretty, and it also is really organized. I basically have most of my shoes here. I won't lie, some of my shoes are put away in storage, so this isn't actually everything. I just did my kind of summer autumn switch last week, so I put away all my summer sandals, took out my boots, and just kind of reorganized everything. So this is what it's going to look like for the next couple of months. It's like a mixture of my boots, there's my heels are in there, my runners, my flat shoes, just a whole mix of everything, and I tried to kind of color coordinate it a bit. At the very top I have some of my bigger bags, so my Givenchy's up there and a few kind of other more like day bags. And then moving on to the next section, this is where I keep my other bags, so kind of more like my smaller, fancier ones. So I have my Chanel here, my YSL, and then my Chloe, and I like that these are hanging because they're kind of like a decoration as well as like my bag, so they look really nice. And then I have this really handy belt holder here as well, so it just kind of ties on to this little thing I have up here, which also goes onto the door. And then I have, basically I just own black belts. I need to broaden that out a bit, but they all hang nicely there. And then on top are my 3 fedora hats. I had more, I have some summer ones that I put away as well, but these are kind of my 3 autumn winter ones. That's just a really handy way of using your door, basically. Again, I told you I was like short on space, so just kind of maximizing everywhere. And then the top of that shoe shelf as well. Okay, and then a very new addition to my room, I only got this a couple of weeks ago, is this sunglass holder, which is the best thing ever. I remember seeing it on, I think it was We Were What, that blogger. She had it in her apartment, and I literally went on Amazon straight away and got it. But the trick is that it's actually a nail varnish holder. So do you ever go into nail salons and they have them all really nicely displayed? This is what that is. It's not supposed to be for sunglasses, but it works perfectly. I love sunglasses, and I love being able to see them, because if I don't see them I just grab the same pair every day and it just gets a bit boring. So this is so nice to be able to like display them, and it also like looks really pretty in the bedroom and really organized, which I love as well. It's from Amazon, so I'm sure a lot of you would love this as well, so I'll be sure to leave a link below. And it fits 18 pairs, which actually is pretty good. So yeah, I love this. And last but not least, my wardrobe. I think I mentioned it earlier, but I went for a mirrored wardrobe, because always mirrors in bedrooms or any room, it just makes the room appear bigger. So I'm using that trick in here definitely. And it's also really handy because it means I don't have to have a separate full-length mirror, because these are really tall and act as my full-length mirror. So it's all about just kind of those smart small things that make sure your room isn't as cluttered as it might have to be. There's 2 sides. This is the big side and this is the kind of smaller, skinnier side. So I'll show you what's in the big side first. This is where I keep the majority of all my clothes. I've put it into sections, and I am quite crazy about that. I have to have everything like in their sections and really organized. It's just the way I've always been. And then Jamie from Porterly also kind of helped me with this section, and she told me to get the exact same hangers for everything, and it looks a million times better, and she's so right. So I went on Amazon and ordered like these exact hangers by the bulk. They come I think in a pack of 50, and I think I got 2 packs or maybe 3, I'm not sure. So I'll link them below too. They're really good value compared to buying them in like stores here in the city. So get them on Amazon, I'll put that link there. And they just make everything really even, which I love. So I have the trousers and the skirts on this side, then it goes into dresses, and then over here I have my blazers. Then straight down the bottom I have my knitwear, so all my sweaters and jumpers, and I kind of have them color coordinated as much as I can. And then this side is tops, so it kind of goes by shirts, long sleeve tops, and then these are kind of my more like, I guess, fancy going out tops. So really organized, and it just makes getting dressed in the morning and just finding something to wear a lot easier, because I know where everything is. So that's that side. And then before I move on to the skinny side, see this little box up here? Best thing ever, and my favorite thing about these IKEA wardrobes. This is all my summer clothes. So basically whenever the season changes, summer, kind of autumn, winter, I switch it over. So at the moment that's all my bikinis, my summer sandals, my summer dresses, and then it used to be my jumpers and scarves and stuff like that. So I did the switch, but look how lovely and tidy it is. I love it, and it just like holds everything in there. It's just a really good size, and I can still have everything kind of in the wardrobe. It's just I can only see what I want to see. So best thing about these wardrobes. Okay, and then the second side, the skinnier side, is this. I just have some trenches, my bomber coats, my bomber jackets, and like my jumpsuits and some long, more fancier dresses. So I think I could definitely probably fit some more in here. I think when I bring in my kind of more heavier coats now, I'll add some in here as well. Right now they're just in our storage room, basically on a random rail in our storage room in the bath. Not ideal, but again, New York. I will show you that sometime. But these are just the things I'm wearing at the moment. So yeah, that's really handy. And then again on this side, as you can see, storage on the top and storage on the bottom. So on the bottom I have all my gym gear, and on the top I have like my lounge wear and like pajamas and things like that. So that's just why I love this wardrobe. There's like sections for everything and you can really pack a lot in. And that is my bedroom. I really hope you like it. I'm actually so happy the way it turned out. It did take me a while to get there, but I got there in the end, and I just love how everything has its place. It is really bright and airy, and I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible but still have a little bit of character and have my own touch. So I'm just really happy with it overall, and I hope you love it too. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything, just let me know in the comments. I'll link everything that I can below in the description box, and I'll see you next time for more interiors videos. Bye.